Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Just Keegs. Happy, beautiful Tuesday morning to everybody out there. Today, I'm officially finally back on my dieting regimen, keeping track of my calories, eating in a deficit, cardio, and be hopping on the bike soon right here. Got my headphones ready. In fact, let me turn these on so they'll connect to the TV. See, I got up this morning, weighed in 165.2, when I posted this morning. So, back to that, excuse me, back to that weight. Like I said, this is a new start, a new beginning. Sugar fasting is in the past, intermittent fasting, cardio, keeping track of my calories in, calories out. That's what's worked for me. And like I said in my post, and it's been said thousands of years. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I just broke my 18-hour fast, and usually I would break a fast with let's say my fast are usually from like afternoon to the morning. So yesterday I'm doing 18 hours, so like 2 p.m. to 8 a.m. Okay, because I like to have breakfast in the morning and everything. And it might sound weird, but I find that I sleep fine when I'm hungry at night. It doesn't really bother me that much. Those last couple hours, in the morning, when you first wake up, especially if you wake up early. Like this morning, I woke up at 2 a.m. and I'm just I wake up early all the time. I wake up between 2 and 3. I usually get 6 hours of sleep, which I've looked into, and someone my age, that you can get away with 6 hours of sleep. 6 to 8 hours is kind of just where you need. 8 hours better, but 6 you can get away with. But anyways, yeah, I woke up at 2, so I had 6 hours of my fasting left. So yeah, I just kind of preoccupied my time, drank some water. Mom got up, made coffee, drank some of that. And then I had to go grab a couple of things at Walmart. We made the last of the coffee this morning, so I had to go get more coffee grounds. And then got home, made breakfast. Like I was saying, I would do bacon and eggs, very simple breakfast, something like that when I break a fast. I don't get too crazy. If you look around, you see all these videos of how to break a fast. Really, what you want to avoid is you want to avoid I would say fried foods and high sugary foods. I kind of this morning I had a craving for some donuts, and my plan was to prep them and make them and just have them on standby for later. And I was to do bacon and eggs, turkey bacon, and some egg whites, And I made the donuts, and by the time I finished making the donuts and frosting them, and these were like sugary donuts. I'm talking about donuts with a twist, with the high protein. There was a recipe involving cottage cheese and almond flour, coconut flour. So a health donut, so to say. So I made it, and by the time I was finishing them up, my fast was done. After I finished them up, it was done. I was like, well, I'll try one. And I had one, and I had another one, and I put them on macros, and they came out to be okay. The recipe I followed, when all was said was done, one donut was 150 calories and 12 grams of protein. And I did something wrong because my donut, just one donut, was around 300 calories, so double the calories, and 20 grams of protein in a donut. And so I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna eat two, and I'm just gonna put these away. So right now, my calories as of right now, 600 something. I'll put like a text on the screen because I use my phone to record. So I'm at like 600 something calories, 40 something grams of protein. I didn't really look at my carbs, and then like already like 30 grams of fat. So I did something wrong, but my calorie intake for the day is 1600. So, you got, 1000 more to go. Yeah, okay. Sometimes my brain doesn't keep up with things, but hey, it's whatever. But I'm gonna go do some cardio. I'll be back and I'll share my pre-workout meal with y'all soon. So I'll see y'all soon. All right. Okay. That's been a little light to me. I want to add a little more weight, so I think I'm going to go up to 20 on that. All right, so I added 2 more weights on each end. Now we're at 25 pounds with that. We'll put a song on. Find something. Good one. That's better. All right. So yeah, that's feeling better. The was 15 pounds. It was just feeling a little too light for me, and I want to feel that resistance, and everything. I want to feel like I'm actually like putting some work into it, and it's not just too light. So I was gonna, increase it to 20 pounds, and then I thought, well, let me see how it feels. You know, I'm gonna do 25. I'll see how that feels. So I'm really glad I added 2 extra weights on each end. So I'm gonna do, let's see, the first set I did 8 reps. Second set with the 25 pounds, I did 15. I think next set, I'll do 20. I might do one more set after that. So, anyways, let's get back to it. Yeah, that's feeling great. That's feeling awesome. One more set. They waiting for 30 reps. Last one was 25. Just kind of did more than 20 that I said I was gonna do. And it's all about how you feel. It's all about how you feel. You feel like you can do more, do more. You know yourself. You know, we ain't gonna do no we ain't gonna do no ego lifting in the Keegs garage gym. But yeah, one more set. Finishing I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I'm listening to the Broly theme song from Dragon Ball Super movie, Broly movie. So yeah, one more set, 30 reps. Then we'll move on to push-ups. sometimes when the song was ending. I feel like I really need to get some gloves, some workout gloves. I have been developing some calluses and these things have been digging into the palm of my hand. But I'm gonna get ready to do my push-ups. And then I know I said I was gonna maybe do some bicep curls, but I think I'll just stick to focusing on my chest. So push-ups and that'll be it for today. For the workout, the chest workout at least. Alright, here we go. So these are the donuts I made. They're pretty good. Alright, just finished making my pre-workout meal. I have some garlic parmesan chicken left over that I made the other day. Cut that up. Made some of that bird's eye vegetable pasta, the Alfredo version. And mix that in with the chicken. So I'm gonna go enjoy this. Probably wait like 45 minutes, let it settle down and everything, and get through my system. Take my pre-workout and then go work out. Guess what, you guys? It's bicep curl time. Alright. 2 more sets of that, and that's gonna be it for the workout today. I'm gonna have my post-workout meal, which is be the rest of that chicken pasta, and we'll have a little discussion then. So I'll see y'all in a second. Alright, feel like that workout went really good. I have the rest of my chicken pasta here, so I'm gonna finish eating this up. All this good chicken, all this good protein. I have a little protein shake drink right here. And so with this, I'm gonna be at, would be my minimum protein goal, which would be like 112 grams. So I usually aim for like 160 grams. You'll see in the chart I post, I have it set to like 100 grams, but I aim for, like I said in previous videos, 112 to 160 grams. You know, 1 gram per body weight. So that's what I've been doing. Now, there's a big difference between getting your protein from sources like chicken, ground turkey, ground beef, eggs and stuff, or getting it from here. If I just chose to get my source of protein just from this, you know, I'd be getting it, but I wouldn't be feeling that great. You know, it just wouldn't sit, it'd sit fine in my stomach for a while, but it's liquid, so it's gonna just go right through, and I'm still gonna, you know, I'm still gonna get the protein, but it's just not gonna be the same as getting it from here, right? So, just for a quick analogy, if I use the right word there, do a quick analogy on the difference between good protein sources and, I'm not gonna say bad, let's see, mediocre protein sources. And the way I think of it is kind of like an anime, right? When you're watching shows like Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, Black Clover, what have you, in anime they always have, you know, 2 different type of episodes, right? You have your canon episodes, and then you have your filler episodes. Now, as everybody knows, most animes are adopted from a manga, right? A Japanese comic for those of us that are uneducated, right? So, the episodes that are canon, those are the episodes that are basically like fully adapted from the manga, right? They follow the main storyline, all the important events. Think of like regarding Dragon Ball, it's like the stuff. It's like the first episode introduces characters. It's Goku meeting Bulma, Yamcha, you know, anything that happens that's gonna play like a big part as the series goes along, right? Very important events that shape the characters, develop the thing, anything that's part of like development of the story, right, as it goes forward. Now, a lot of times when these anime get adapted, they kind of catch up with the manga, so they have to put in episodes that kind of like stretch out the season, and that's where you get like filler episodes, right? It's episodes that really, they don't really have any, they don't move the plot forward, they don't really have any bearing on the overall story. Think of like when you're watching anime and like, you know, they just had like a big tournament or something in like a fighting anime or something, you know, and then all of a sudden they have an episode where they go to the spa or something like that, or some random episode. Like, I like the episode, and I'm just assuming this is a filler episode. I don't know for sure, but think of the Dragon Ball Z episode where Goku and Piccolo went to get their driver licenses, right? It's that equivalent. Now, that's all to say that canon episodes, chicken, your ground turkey, your eggs, your egg whites, you know, your protein sources like that, that's gonna be your canon episodes. That's gonna be what's important, you know, to fueling you right and everything. And then stuff like this, it's gonna be your filler episodes, you know. It's alright, you know, some people like filler episodes, some people can do without them, you know, some people go to like animefillerlist.net and they skip the filler episodes when they watch their anime. So some people, you know, they just don't do this. They go straight to great sources of protein, natural sources of protein, you know, which is what you should do. But, you know, adding a little bit of this to meet your goals is fine. You know, and sometimes in anime you'll have episodes that are kind of half canon, half filler. You know, where it's like a filler episode, but they'll add some stuff to kind of add on to the canon, right? But if hopefully y'all get the message I'm trying to make there. This protein here more important than the protein here, but overall protein is protein. And get it from where you can get it. So I'm gonna go finish this, rest up, probably go take a bath in a little bit, and next time I see y'all, I'll probably be eating my last meal for today before starting my fast. So, see y'all soon. Alright folks, here we have the last meal of the day. A toasted turkey sandwich, 2 slices of turkey, a slice of jalapeno Velveeta cheese, a little cookie for dessert, got little Barks Zero Sugar root beer right here. Actually, I'm gonna grab something. And some water. Very important to drink your water throughout the day. In fact, the very first thing you should do when you wake up in the morning is that, you know, drink some water. Get that water in you first thing. So I'm gonna enjoy this meal and start my fast. And that's pretty much gonna be it for this video. You know, this is kind of how I do things. You know. Tomorrow, you know, I'll have something different for breakfast. I'm still debating. I got some like fruit cups, and I'm kind of thinking about having that for breakfast in the morning. Because my breakfast this morning was a little heavy, so I think tomorrow I'll go like a little light on breakfast, you know. And that's the thing, you know, when you're doing stuff and you're finding ways to make things work, as long as I do everything, I'm consistent what I'm doing, and I keep track of everything that I'm doing, everything falls right into place. Obviously, this is the part of the day where I'm kind of tired. Y'all could probably tell, like, you'll probably see, like, early in the video I have a little more energy. Now I'm just kind of winding down. I know I'm gonna be starting my fast soon. So I want to enjoy this meal, but I do really believe that the most important key to weight loss is just being in a calorie deficit. And however you get into that calorie deficit, whether it's cutting out sodas, whether it's walking more, you know, going on a diet, you know, being more active and burning more calories. If you're losing weight, you're in a deficit. If you're gaining weight, you're in a surplus. It's that simple. And all this stuff, like if you want to use sugar fasting as a tool, or for me, like keeping track of everything and eating within a certain amount of calories, like with this, I'm gonna put the chart up here with my calories and stuff for the day and my macros, but I believe I'm at like 1440. I believe it was, protein 130 something, and then fats 55, I believe, or 56, and then carbs, I'll say like 80 something, you know. But everything I did today, I made sure it fit within my goal. Earlier, I said I want to eat like around like 1,600 calories today. That was my aim. Obviously, I'm 200 calories off, but for me, as long as I'm within like 1,200 to 1,600 calories, it works out for me. And just like a word of advice, that's like what I eat at right now. I didn't start. When I started all this, I didn't start just eating like 1,200 calories. That would have put me in like a serious, deficit. That would have been like detrimental, to what I'm trying to do, which is just lose some weight, but do it slowly and steadily and everything. So I just want to put that out there. So calorie deficit is the key. You find what works for you to put you in that deficit. For me, it's calories in, calories out, tracking my macros, tracking my calories and all that, And of course, I'm aware that, labels lie and everything. I know with some of these labels, when they say 0 calories, it's not actually 0 calories, it's 4, round it down. I'm very aware of the nuance, behind the whole thing. That's very important too when you do this stuff, to be aware of stuff like that, And for you, something else might work. You might be one of these people doing sugar fasting. That's cool if that's what's working for you, as a tool, and you're still eating a well-balanced diet. Do that, if it's working for you. You might be somebody, hey, you might be leaning towards veganism, maybe you, really, I'm talking about veganism while eating a turkey sandwich, I apologize, but maybe you're leaning towards that way to lose weight. That would put you in a calorie deficit. Depending on what you do, because of course, in my opinion, all diets work as long as you follow like within their strict guidelines. It's always possible to overeat on a diet and everything, In the end, it's really up to every individual person, right? But calorie deficit and be consistent. And with that said, I'm gonna enjoy this sandwich. And that's gonna be it for this video. Anyway guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, please click that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.